Well, good morning, Kaylin. So yeah, still so much damage out here. It's insane to see for yourself in person. Now first, this is a scene that's very familiar across parts of the town where cars are just left on the road. You can see it's sitting in the middle of the road, so clearly the wind blew it and turned it just a little bit, but a lot of cars have been damaged and destroyed by debris that's fallen, that hit these vehicles. This is just an example of homes here in this community. I'm gonna walk across the street because there's no one coming right now. There's no traffic really out here. The bricks from this home are piled up to probably 4 feet tall. I'm again granted 5'11", so just giving you some perspective of my height versus how much they're piled up. But you can see right into these homes. You can see a bathroom right there. There's a toilet. There are blinds hanging down. These are homes that weren't even able to be covered because last night we went through another round of severe weather. There were multiple tornado warnings out last night, and we did see some flash flooding across parts of the city. So we'll walk over here just to show you guys some other homes that have just been completely destroyed out here. You see trees, all of their greenery has been ripped off, so all that canopy is pretty much gone. You're finding random parts of debris across the town. This first home right here on the left just completely destroyed. There's nothing left, but then you see there are other homes still there. So really just devastating to see, and this cleanup effort is going to be even harder now after it rained last night, because that has made all of the debris on the ground that much heavier to pick up. The wood is now soaked, and then also factor in, we saw that rain, and since my photog and I, Carrie, have been out here this morning, we have seen tons of mosquitoes. So again, you think about these homes that have all these windows smashed, all of these roofs that are gone. You now have bugs coming in, you have water that's seeped in from the rain last night. So really just hindering and making that cleanup effort more difficult.
And Walker, it's just really incredible to see that video. It just speaks to the power, the strength of these storms. I know you've been talking to some of the people who live in there. We heard earlier that some people say they did not hear any sirens. There were no sirens warning them of the impending storm. What have the people been saying about the kind of help that they are getting this morning? I mean, clearly they aren't able to live in their houses.
Yeah, so absolutely. So again, a lot of these people have been trying to find any means necessary abruptly. So we had one guy that we spoke to that said he's just been having to stay in a hotel and having to fork out those costs himself at the moment. Again, all 3 of his cars were destroyed, so he has no means of transportation unless it's family or if it's Ubering or however they're getting around. But then he wasn't even able to cover his home because it's unsafe to get into these buildings. Again, so they're having to not even be able to put tarps on their homes. So he said he was just going to have to take the damage that came with the additional rain. So people have been having to do that. There's a local nonprofit here that we spoke to on Sunday that was providing resources for people to get food, water, and essential items, because again, they haven't been able to get that. But KSBK has also partnered, the local news station here in St. Louis that we're working for this week. They've partnered with United Way to try to get resources for people. So if you head to the KSBK website, you'll be able to donate and try to find more resources there. So really still in the early stages of people just trying to get their means and bearings. As you can see, it's been difficult even for people to get around. We've had trees down and power lines down on streets. So thankfully we had good weather Saturday and Sunday and most of the day Monday. But again, the storms that rolled through last night have really hindered these recovery efforts today.
Devastating. Thanks so much, Walker, reporting there on the ground for us in St. Louis.